Hey there guys, how is it going? My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode number 8 of Let's Play Through Lufia and the Fortress of Doom on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In our previous episode back in Charon, we found ourselves face to face with the culprit and the source of the issues that were taking place there, and oh my goodness you guys, one of the ringleaders introduced himself as Gades, so there are a whole bunch of questions revolving around that. If you do recall, Gades was one of the Sinistrals that Maxim, Salin, and crew took down ages and ages ago. So is it possible that the Sinistrals have returned? Is this a reincarnation of them? What is going on? We do not know, but let's hand it over to the game in hopes of finding out soon. So we just got back to Elekia and somebody is saying Kenzo. Oh, it looks like it's Roman. Roman, you're all right, Kenzo. I heard from Lyla and I was worried. I'm fine. Well, let's head home. You challenged Gades, didn't you, Kenzo? Yes. What are you going to do now? First, I'm going to escort Lyla from the castle to the village of Chaton, and then Going off even further? Yes. Kenzo, would you mind leaving us for a moment? I'll wait outside. Uh-oh. She's still mad about the pie? Roman, It's all right to go with him. What? Don't leave, Kenzo. It's no accident that you met each other. But I can't leave you all alone. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you again. Aww. Roman. Go now. I'll be back. I guess she's probably like an adopted daughter to him. If you recall, she just kind of showed up out of nowhere and we didn't have any backstory to her. I'm assuming that she just ended up living with Roman, but maybe Kenzo was as well. Nevertheless, Lufia continues by saying he said go. I see. Well, let's go ahead and roll. Well, I suppose I should see what everyone else has to say before we make a beeline for the castle. Roman cinnamon tea. Okay, same thing. The latest dress designs in Lorbinia. Same thing. I see you're with Lufia today. I am. Oh, good. You made up with Lufia. Oh, my gosh. Well, we're prepping to eat her pie, so she should be happy. Go and rest a while. Actually, I did not need to, Roman, but I appreciate you forcefully making me take some time for self-care. Monsters in town, we have ourselves a heavy situation here. I think that's what they were saying anyway. I bet it's true though. Wow, monsters in Charon. Okay. I don't think any of these buffoons are going to have much to offer. Let's quickly save. What can I do for you today? We just want to record our data. I will go ahead. Well, let's just go ahead and save over what we've done. There's not been a whole lot. And continue. Yes, we shall. We've still got a little bit of fight left in us, friends. We've got a little bit to go. Do you have anything else? Monsters attack? Okay, nothing else. Anything from you? Nope. Well, we'll see what the commander, the king, and the princess have to say. And then we'll see if we can find Lyla. I heard that our king has promised his support to rebuild Charon. He's so kind. I'm under the impression that maybe these two nations were warring or something, because the king of Charon was not incredibly grateful when we initially approached the prison door to let him out. We might order you too. All right, you're a little bit behind the curve here, Commander. Oh, I can't hide forever. There's so much I have to do. I think he's a bit distracted now. You're probably safe to come out. Which room can we use for the King of Charon? This castle has so few rooms. Actually, I think this castle's pretty big, but what do I know? And there shouldn't be anything over that way. Let's run upstairs and see if anyone else has anything to say. The king will rebuild Charon someday. I want to be with him when that happens. Okay? I'll always remember the brave folk who protected Charon from evil. Oh, is that not her? The kingdom is a mess. We must rebuild it. All right, well, I'm glad you're feeling motivated and inspired, Your Majesty. Guests from Charon are in the back rooms of the castle. Well, I already talked to some of them. Oh, this might be her. I don't know how to thank you, Kenzo. Thank you so very much. It's nothing. I should take you to Chaton village. Your brother is waiting. Thank you. All right, well, we found little Miss Lyla. We'll talk to a few more folks. I heard the kingdom of Charon is in a shambles. The monster suddenly attacked it. I know, I was there. I lended some aid since no one else here wanted to do anything. Kenzo, you've returned safely. I heard from the king, but who was it that you fought against? You won't believe me, but it was Gades. Gades? One of the Sinistrals from Doom Island? How is this possible? I must find out if the Sinistrals really have returned to our world again. I too must know. Forgive my request, for I fully realize the dangers you are about to face. I'm prepared for danger, and if it is Gades, my mission is to destroy him. Mission. I see. Yes, you are descended from Maxim. Good, but be careful. Oh no, I actually did not mean to prompt this conversation again, but that's okay. And we are a descendant of Maxim, but I don't know. Have they elaborated as to specifically who we are? Were we the baby? This is the princess's room. I know no one is still allowed to enter. Were we the baby that Salen referred to? Perhaps we're the offspring of that child? Charon Castle has many entrances near the bottom of the stairways. Okay. It is most fortunate that the kingdom of Charon survived unscathed. You did well, Kenzo. Well, thank you. Do I get a reward? I mean, I know thanks are supposed to go a long way, but sometimes you need a little cash money to really set you straight. We'll speak with this gal and then the chef. The king of Charon is kind, much kinder than I thought. Well, it's probably because he realizes we saved his buns back there. It's too hard to cook for the king of Charon. I don't know his tastes. I'm sure you'll do just fine and figure it out, chef. Dare I say, Chef Boyardee. It's probably an insult to him to be likened to Chef Boyardee, but, you know, I guess that brings up a very good question. Is Chef Boyardee, or I should say was Chef Boyardee, an actual chef? Probably not, but maybe he was. And maybe he made delicious Italian cuisine. Probably not what anyone's used to now if you've sampled some of the... Okay, we already messed around with you guys. If you've sampled the canned goods, then probably not what the former true chef, assuming there was one, had to offer. But hey, better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Okay, I think we're good to go. I think we are. We were forced to sleep at Roman's Inn. We saved. We've got Lyla in tow. I doubt anyone else has anything new to offer, but I guess we can see. Do the shops give you more items as you go? I don't think so. I think what's pretty much available here is what will always be available regardless of levels or any story checkpoints that you hit. What do you have to say? Chaton is north of Elekia. Be sure to visit their inn. I've been there a few times, actually. Yeah, and just to be sure, it looks like nothing here either. So we will exit the town here at the eastern path. We'll go straight to Chaton. I wonder, would Lyla fight with us if we got into an encounter? One way to find out, and it looks like the answer is absolutely not. We'll just do a flash. Try to take out these newts as quickly as possible. Lufia shouldn't be too terribly far off from level 5 herself. I think she and Kenzo will end up evening out. In due time, anyway. Okay. Yeah, well, she's got a little bit to go. She might always lag, or I shouldn't say always, but she might lag for a little while behind him. What do you have to say? I know about the Charon story, but I'm not going to see if it's true. Great, well, we don't need your help. We already took care of it ourselves. Your lady friend looks tough. Do you think so? I'd say she's rather gentle. Maybe, but she looks strong. You shouldn't try to fool children. Oh, was he talking about Lufia or was he talking about Lyla? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Lyla, you're all right. Yes, she is. Let's see if we can find her brother. Danil. Aw, Lyla. Danil. Lyla, is it really you? I'm so glad you're all right. Danil. Oh, Danil. Everything is all right now, Lyla. What's the matter, Lufia? I'm just so happy. I don't know how to thank you for bringing Lyla back safely. Please, don't worry about it. Just be sure to take good care of your sister. I give you my word. Kenzo, it's just a rumor, but there's someone in Trek who knows about the Sinistrals. Trek is southwest of Charon. It's far, so be careful. Thanks to you, Kenzo, my sister's alive. I can't thank you enough. The port town of Trek is southwest of Charon. May your journey be safe. Good luck, Kenzo. All right, well, we know where we need to go next. Monsters in Charon, everyone knows about it, but nobody wants to find out. I know, it's because you're all ridiculous. That's okay. Lila's fine too, thanks to you, Kenzo. That's all right, we don't need any of their help. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to sleep at the inn. We only got into one fight. We used a very small amount of Lufia's mana. So we'll just keep on trucking. We'll stop in Charon just to see, has anything changed in the town since we left and since our encounter with Gades? I don't know, but we will shortly find out because there could be some nice things in the shops, assuming that they're accessible right now. As I always say, only one way to find out, and that's to go there, get in, and see what awaits. These jellyfish have a decent amount of HP to them, don't they? They're holding on for dear life, but that won't be enough to keep them afloat. Lufia and Kenzo both may get another level before we actually make it to Trek, but maybe not. We'll see. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to get any additional levels for them. I would say at this point in the game, hovering around levels 4 and 5, I would say it's appropriate for where you're at and what you're going to be facing. You really shouldn't be too hard-pressed for items, so you should have those potions to restore you if you've collected a couple of those grilled newts. I couldn't tell you, ow, and my jaw just popped. I don't know if you guys heard that, but legitimately hurt. I don't know what's going on, I swear. After you hit 30, everything seems to freaking fall apart. So anyway, I digress, very much so. Now I don't even know, what was I even talking to you guys about? Oh, items, the grilled newts. I could not tell you. Truly, everything starts to fall apart after 30. But truly, I could not tell you exactly how much the grilled newts heal you. But I do believe, oh, and the Mad Shroom one gave us a potion just as we were talking about picking up some things. But they do heal you, but I don't know for how much. Okay, I don't want to be here with you guys all day. Let's try to knock them out ASAP. As soon as we get some AoE spells, that will really be the ticket to us kind of hustling and bustling through these encounters. And again, keep in mind, I will not forever make you guys watch me get into all these fights. There is an item that keeps... Oh, we're here in Charon and the music's normal, so I guess all is well. But there is an item that kind of discourages enemies from approaching you. We'll probably use it shortly. I've repaired the inn. It's 10 gold pieces a day. Do you want to stay? You guys are ridiculous. That is so much money for the people that actually saved your town and your hind ends. My goodness, so ungrateful. But that's okay. I don't need their charity, I suppose. And we've managed to open this hut again. What can I do for you today? Actually, I don't need anything. I just saved. We haven't gone too far. Really, outside of the free grilled newt that we picked up, we don't have anything that really would set this save apart from reloading. Oh gosh, but all these other shops are still closed, so it is safe to assume we will not be able to do anything else here. But we'll just run up to the castle to quickly scout out and see. But with this music already playing, it's looking like nobody is going to be standing, no one's going to be talking to us for a little while. So let's actually just go ahead and head out of here. We'll probably have to visit Charon again at some point. Now, I couldn't tell you when, but for now, that exhausts everything we need to do here in Charon. So let's go southwest, which is what Lyla did suggest would be where we could potentially gather some intel on the Sinistrals in general. Now, whether this information pertains specifically to Gades or if it will revolve around, in general, the reappearance of all the Sinistrals, I don't know. We will find out together. But oh, what I was telling you guys is that there is an item we can use that will discourage enemies from attacking us and approaching. But I think, again, we'll take a little bit of time just to get into a few encounters. It's, I don't think, advantageous to be running right now. I'd like to go ahead and try to bulk up my team just a wee bit. Not to say that this game presents too much... I'm trying to think of how to word this. The game can absolutely be difficult if you don't level at all, or you don't take the time to finish up the encounters that you get into, because you can run from battles. You really can. It's that little bottom option on, what did they call it? The cross pad? I don't remember what that gentleman back in Elekia called it, but you can flee from combat. I would not advise it at this point in the game, because I think every little bit of XP matters just to prepare you for what does lie ahead. Now, what I was beginning to say is that I would not call this a game that is too difficult, nor would I say it is one that does not allow you to appropriately prepare for battles, but it can be a challenge if you don't prepare at all. I think kind of walking that fine line of seeing through most of the fights you get into will set you up to be successful. Now, there will be a point where, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I will probably flee from a couple of encounters just because it's not going to be advantageous at that point to endure all of the fights. But for now, let me just quickly run up this way just to see. I don't think there's anything we need to really mess with. We'll continue to keep our focus on the southwestern path so that we can make a beeline. Oh gosh, those earwigs do a bit of damage when they really get those crits off. But just so we can make a beeline for Trek, we will end our episode once we get there. Then we will devote the entirety of video number 8 to exploring Trek, talking to the folks there, and seeing, what does this informant know? Do they know much about Gady specifically? Do they know anything really about the Sinistrals? Or is it just an idle rumor? Oh no, Lufia, you hit nothing! I guess it's really my fault though. Alright, Anemone, get lost. Lufia's hurting a little bit. I might just take a second to use Kenzo's Strong just to heal her up a little bit. And we see an increase of 27 points. So she should be good to go. Alright, let's say screw whatever's up there. We're gonna go on down. Oh, these newts. Okay, and maybe at this point, let's cut out the rest of the fights as we make our way to Trek. We'll sit out this one, because it could be a few left. And as I've already mentioned, I really don't want to avoid fights yet. I'd like for everyone to get at least one more level to their name. We'll see how quickly we get there. Quick and easy, just like I like it. No pause on that. Let's see. Where is Trek? They said it was to the southwest, but they did also share it was going to be a trek. Haha, get it? Trek, because we're going to Trek, and then Trek like a journey? No? Okay. Well, we'll leave this in because baby crabs. Oh, Lord Jesus. We're not trying to get crabs here, but I guess that's what happens when you just eat anybody's pie. So, important lesson, kids. Be discriminate when it comes to sampling pie from random people. But on a serious note, we will take out the spider and the earwig, and then we'll just focus on knocking out that baby crab, and woo! That is some big damage! I am not feeling that. So getting those extra levels, like I said, it is good to pay attention and, you know, hunker down and really fight your way through these encounters, because you're going to want the extra bulk and the extra meat on your party members' bones. But Kenzo did get a level which resulted in an increase of 6 health points, 3 mana points, 5 strength points, 5 intelligence points, 2 agility, 3 magic resistance. Holy guacamole, he is a big baller shot caller. Lufia also is seeing herself with an increase to levels, which gave her 7 HP, 8 MP, 4 strength, 4 int, 7 MGR, and she learned something called Do. Let's see what that will do when we cast it. You guys know you love my jokes. Don't pretend you don't. So Do, Column of Water, hits a group of enemies. Hallelujah. So here we are. I was beginning to reference this, that once we gain access to some AoE abilities, that's going to absolutely make the difference. I'll go ahead and heal up both party members. So we're back at max HP. Mana is starting to dip a little bit low, but we still should be fine. At least fine enough to make it to Trek. And it looks like it's right ahead of us. And oh gosh, more new enemies. I guess it really didn't make sense to go ahead and leave out the... Yeah, we'll attack the spiders. To leave out one fight in this episode when we're going to have to endure all the rest of them. But all right. Let's do it to them. Come on, you guys know. Dad jokes are hilarious. Is it dad jokes or bad jokes? Not too sure. But I think we can physically attack the spider. No need for us, I guess, to hoard mana at this point, because Trek is truly right there. But we'll focus down the nettles, collect our gold, collect our XP, and it looks like Lufia really isn't too far off from level 6 herself. So our party should even out in terms of all of that pretty quickly. But all right, we are here in Trek, friends. Good timing. Let's go ahead and part ways here. But as I've already noted with you all, when we resume our adventure in Lufia and the Fortress of Doom for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, in episode number 9, we will explore Trek, see if we can find the informant that's got the details on either the Sinistrals as a whole or specifically Gades. We're not really too sure what information awaits us, but we will find out together. Until then, take care, be good, and I'll see you guys soon.